Hi everyone, today I'm just going to play with my color. So what I'm going to draw is just I'm gonna draw my daughter because I just got back from the trip from US. My kids, my daughter and my son, they are going to school in the States. We went to Washington D.C. We really like the Smithsonian Museum. I got back yesterday, Thursday in the morning. Actually at dawn. My daughter has a beautiful dark black hair. Who wears a black color. But she actually changed her hair color, but I'm gonna go with, this is actually Prussian blue, but it kinda goes with the beautiful vibe. She got a haircut from a Korean hair salon, and we went to the Smithsonian Museum. And the thing that I loved about was pretty much everything. The food, the people. The weather was a bit hot. However, I don't mind the summer anymore as long as I'm with my family. So my kids, they really enjoyed the Airbnb. I'm kind of not disappointed, just we tried a Korean food at a restaurant, and the samgyeopsal was very sweet. So I really liked Smithsonian National Museum. Everyone loved it. And also, my favorite was the Air Space Smithsonian Air Space Museum. Man, we loved the old town. In Alexandria. The architecture was very European-like, and I was correct. The town was built by the Scottish people, and then oddly enough, I think there was a fresh baguette. So we were walking down the road having a baguette with my son. So he wanted to have the baguette. Yes. And that was an amazing idea. Yeah, and then we enjoyed the Vietnamese food there. Driving was kind of hectic. And then my cat was a little bit upset, and I think I forgot to tell him that I'll be away for the week. And somehow I do have a good feeling that my life, sometimes life gives you sometimes life throws you in a strange place. However, isn't that a saying, when you get a lemon, like sour punch, and you make a lemonade out of it, right? I mean, if I'm right, if I speak just as a within a casual conversation, Americans think that I'm a local somehow. I mean, there's so many different Americans from different DCs, right? So, but I just loved our 2026 summer trip, and then really inspired by the American, the country, and the museum. And then what I realized that I should keep my voice, I should speak up. I shouldn't change my colors. And I'm glad that my kids were proud of me, that I'm a visual artist and also hardworking mom who could afford the boba tea and the sashimi and then 20% of tipping in America. Well, that's why I worked really hard for the last few years in order to have great time with my children. By the way, I'm a single mom. So my kids were a little bit sad that mommy has to go back to the I was really sad actually. Well, at the airport I didn't want to have the Pacific in between us, but that's why I pray to God that as he allows to give me lots of gifts. Where would you be with me? So this is my artistic journey that I'm about to start a new journey. Yes. Definitely the trip and my children inspire me so much. And then, oh my god, the baguette. But you know, and then I happened to meet a really nice and beautiful Vietnamese friend. She sometimes life gives you just a very unexpected present. And then she offered me watermelon gum. And at first she was wearing a BTS Arirang hoodie, so I thought, oh, maybe she could be Korean. She looked Korean American. Apparently she's Vietnamese, but we're all Asian. And then, yeah, speaking of being an Asian, just because I'm an Asian, there was a hot dog lady. She was so nice enough to share her working spot so that I could park in the middle of Washington D.C. Oh man, so I parked for free, and she goes, you don't want to worry about the parking fee. I mean, it's free all day. You enjoy your day. I see your baby. So yeah, I met so many good people in the States. Yes, definitely. My kids are, and my kids and I, we really love the Smithsonian National Museum and Air and Space Museum and the Old Town, the Alexandria, definitely, and the fresh baguettes. We will go. And let me draw my cute Han. Oh, my son, my smart son, he's such a smiler. Let's see. So while we were, while we were traveling, the problem was like we couldn't do the I couldn't wash the clothes every day because Airbnb didn't have the washing machine. But we ended up going to like the laundromat. So that was a good experience. although I spilled my coffee. So now I'm washing my runners. Hey, and then, well, you know what? Now Koreans have amazing coffee. So I really loved America, but I think like we Koreans are playing another level of making a pastry and coffee, and yeah. So, oh, and then when I was filling up the gas, there was a guy, the African American guy, 7-Eleven. He helped me fill up the gas. Oh, that was such a helpful moment. And then I go like, I'm sorry. So he was like, I was speaking English, and then he thought I was local. And then I said, well, you know what? I cannot calculate in miles, and I don't know how much fuel I would need. Is there different kinds of gases? I'm confused. And then he goes, well, you know, and then I said, well, I'm sorry, it's my first time filling up the gas in States. I drive in Korea, but we have a slightly different system. And he was so nice. Oh, this is, and then he told his coworker, oh, this is her first time filling up the gas in America. Hey, I'm gonna help you out. And then he was so helpful. And he goes, so I told him, oh, I'm from Korea, and thank you so much, sir, for helping me filling up the gas. And then Korea, and then he said, oh, I've been watching so many different Korean dramas and different shows, and he goes, it's okay not to be okay. And then he told me that he was actually like crying. So yeah, so that kind of memories that you encounter really nice people, and then it stays in you. It kind of gives you the great energy. And then as Christian, yes, I believed I met the love of Jesus. Now I think I'm pronouncing Jesus all right, because I've been struggling with my Korean accent. Anywho, so this is my memory or journal of my American trip, and it should be continued. Yes, and thank you so much for watching. I've been filming for about 17 minutes. So yes, see you very soon. Ciao.